Over the last couple of years, there has been increased interest in Joseph Smith's practice of polygamy. He was likely sealed to between 30 and 40 women, which is an impressive number. He may have consummated up to 12 of these unions, so one would expect that he would have fathered a few children with these polygamous wives.
But up until now, reliable historical evidence supported only one potential offspring, Josephine Lyon.
Recent DNA testing shows that Josephine, whom many had presumed was the biological daughter of the prophet Joseph Smith, is actually the daughter of Windsor Lyon, her mother's first husband. Shortly before her 1882 death, Josephine's mother, Sylvia Sessions Lyon, who was sealed to the prophet, told Josephine that she, quote, was the daughter of the prophet Joseph Smith, end quote. Generally, this language would be interpreted to mean physical paternity, although some scholars believe it was referring to spiritual parentage only.
Phoebe Clark, the daughter of Sylvia and her last husband, Ezekiel Clark, was called to the bedside at the same time as Josephine to hear Sylvia's dying words.
Phoebe's record indicates that she perceived her relationship to Joseph Smith to be the same as her half-sister Josephine's, spiritual, not biological.
Historical rumors support the claim that Josephine was the prophet's daughter, but a second-hand recollection says she denied having any children by him. The DNA evidence could have verified either interpretation, but turns out to be inconsistent with reports that Josephine was fathered by Joseph. This is a lesson in how even sincere historical rumors can be misleading.
Some researchers have declared that Sylvia's statement to her daughter Josephine is proof that Joseph sanctioned polyandry, or having two husbands. They claim that since Josephine is Windsor's child, and since Sylvia reportedly thought she was Joseph's, Sylvia must have been having sexual relations with both Joseph Smith and Windsor Lyon during the same time period. Technically, this is inaccurate. If Sylvia had told Josephine that she didn't know whether Joseph or Windsor was the father, then that might constitute solid evidence of polyandry. The actual situation is far less obvious. Sylvia also explained to Josephine how she, as a married woman, could be sealed to Joseph Smith as his eternal wife. She stated that she had, quote, been sealed to the prophet at the time that her husband, Mr. Lyon, was out of fellowship with the church, end quote. Surely she could not have been sealed to Windsor after his excommunication, and the timeline is clearly consecutive relationships, not simultaneous ones. This important detail is often left out of the story, which can lead to misunderstandings.
Other sources describe Sylvia as being separated or divorced from Windsor at some point, thus allowing her to be sealed to the prophet according to the theology taught at the time.
While other interpretations are possible, and the topic is certainly complex, it appears that all claims of polyandry, one woman being married to two living husbands and having conjugal relations with both, in Nauvoo, are based upon ambiguous or incomplete evidences like this. These observations don't mean that Joseph Smith could not have introduced and practiced polyandry, but they do mean that credible confirming evidence has yet to be found. And much of the evidence for Sylvia Lyon's supposed polyandrous marriage has been convincingly rebutted with DNA testing.